Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Potluck, your everything and anything talk and entertainment TV show. My name is Laura Hartman, and I am your host. Today, we're having our very first cooking show, and as promised, we are brought back legendary Vaishali Kishan to show us how to make Ayurvedic healing foods. So welcome back.
Thank you.
How are you, Vaishali?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm great. We're so glad to have you. So you've got a mix of array of seasonings and vegetables. What are you going to be making for us, and what do these foods do for us as far as healing?
Yes. I'm making it's like a meal with the parboiled rice. And I'm choosing parboiled rice because parboiled rice is cooked 1/3 of the way before it's shelled out. So it's layered with fiber.
So
the body can process it better.
Oh, okay. And where do you find parboiled rice? Because I mean, like when I'm in the grocery store, I don't think I look for parboiled.
It's at Costco.
Okay.
It's at any Hispanic or Spanish store, or it's at Indian store. And Asian stores.
Okay, so international grocery stores and stuff.
You will always have parboiled rice.
Okay, and on the box it'll say parboil?
It will say parboiled.
Okay, I'm just curious because I have never noticed parboiled, but good to know. I didn't know that like some of it doesn't process as well. So.
Well, the white rice is hard to digest sometimes.
Okay.
But parboiled, because it's coated with fiber,
okay,
your body can process it better.
Okay.
It has some roughage.
Okay.
That you don't see.
Okay, good to know.
And then I will be making a little salad with just lemon and black peppers.
Okay.
And then I'll be making cauliflower with red potatoes.
Great. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like you have a whole day, you come home and you want to have something quick, right?
Yes.
And we will make it in a way so you could finish it within 30 minutes.
Okay.
So to start with, you take the rice, and I'm going to measure 2 cups. And with parboil, I often don't wash it because I don't want to lose the fiber from the top.
Okay, so no soaking. And normally when I make rice, I put water in there and boil it and then add the rice. I don't...
No, with parboil, you can have any method you like.
Okay.
But today we will just, I just measured 2 cups of rice. And then the measurement is 4 cups of water.
Okay.
So it's 1 part of rice and 2 parts of water. And there is a spoon somewhere here.
Okay.
You just kind of mix it in the water and rice.
Okay.
And then you turn the...
Now, is it starchy like regular rice? You know, like
it has starch, but it is less in sugar.
Okay.
So your body is able to process it much faster.
Okay, so this would be almost ideal for somebody who's diabetic, maybe?
Right.
Okay.
Parboiled rice is perfect for diabetic people.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And while we have the rice going, we will chop up the potato.
Okay.
It's pre-washed right now.
Okay. Now, do you specifically use red potatoes?
I specifically use red potatoes because it's less starchy.
Okay.
And it doesn't, when you have Idaho potato or other potatoes, it requires a lot of seasoning or a lot of stuff that you put in, like cheese and butter.
Sure.
With red potatoes, you don't need that.
Okay.
And you chop off the...
What about purple potatoes?
Purple potatoes are great.
Okay.
But that will be a separate dish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Perhaps next time.
Okay. Yeah, I had purple potatoes a couple months ago at my sister's house, I think, for the first time. They were little.
Right. The purple potatoes come from Peru.
Okay.
And I do cook with them. And I have created many dishes because purple potato is really good vegetable to have on your plate.
Okay.
So we have, and then you just chop off the stems.
Now, when you go shopping, do you usually go to international stores, or do you ever go to farmers markets, or do you go for organic, or what's your preference?
I'm not particularly shopping for organic.
Okay.
I shop at different areas because I do use many different types of food. So farmers market, any ethnic store will have the stuff that I need.
Okay.
Most of the time I go for Indian or Asian, Hispanic. The mercados also, they're also good.
Okay.
And this is where I will stop chopping this, and maybe I should. So you just cut up the cauliflower in small pieces.
Okay.
And
now, would you recommend like a food processor or a chopper, or whatever you want to call it?
No, just chop them.
Do it manually.
Right, just do the manual one.
Okay.
And I have some pre-cut. And so we will use this. So to begin, you measure about 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
Okay. Now, can you substitute the olive oil, or does it have to be? Is it better with olive oil? Maybe some people use grapeseed oil.
You can use grapeseed oil. I tend to avoid cottonseed or canola oil. The oil, can I have this little bowl right here?
This one, yeah.
Okay. So just to show you, we will measure some of the cumin seeds.
Okay.
And some of the mustard seeds.
Okay.
And we will use that to begin.
Okay. Now, could somebody use powder instead of the for
some
cumin
people
powder?
Use powder.
Okay.
I tend to use whole seed because once you powder anything, it loses its essence. So to keep all the nutrient together, I tend to use whole seeds.
Seeds, okay.
Right?
Okay.
And the reason we put it in the oil first is the seed will, with the heat, it will release its essence into the oil.
Okay.
Okay.
Essence as in flavoring.
The flavoring and its nutrition.
Oh, okay.
So the oil soaks it up.
Okay.
And then I will tell you why later.
Okay.
As I play with other spices.
Okay.
Okay. The rice is coming to boil, so we will lower the heat down to medium. And this oil is coming up. So I'm going to add the cumin and the mustard seeds.
Okay.
And while it's in the oil, I'm going to let it sit for a little bit because I want it to release its essence. I'm going to measure other spices. And to begin, this is turmeric. Okay. Turmeric is
very good for you.
It's a root, and it's grounded root, and it has the antibiotic properties, and it helps to repair your stomach, and it protects you from anything that may be in the food, like harming bacteria or something.
Okay.
It kills that.
It's almost like a probiotic, sort of, right?
Right, it's antibiotic.
Okay. Right.
And then this is coriander powder. And the coriander powder it aids the digestion.
Okay.
Let me lower this down.
And you're doing about a teaspoon for each?
Right.
Pretty much? Okay. And how much is this going to feed? How many people is it going to feed?
It depends on people's
appetites?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So we will begin with the turmeric and the coriander and salt. And salt is, of course, to the taste. So I'm going to just put 2
Okay.
teaspoon.
Now, could you use a salt substitute or like no salt at all for somebody who has maybe
if
high
you do not
blood
want
pressure?
right.
Okay.
So I'm going to. This is very tricky. We're going to do it very quickly, like seconds.
Okay.
Like so. So I add this into the oil, and I mix it in the oil. And now I'm going to use the cauliflower. And potatoes. Now remember, all of the herb and the spices are in the oil right now.
Okay,
so
at
we
the
want,
bottom. At the bottom. Okay.
So we want to coat the vegetables with that oil that has all of the herb and the spices.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that we cook it really good, mix it very good.
And since there's potatoes in there, potatoes usually take a little bit longer to cook than I would think cauliflower, correct?
Right.
So how does this?
That's why I have made the potatoes very little, and
okay.
the cauliflower is a little bigger.
Okay.
So that's the strategy.
Okay.
And then we just cover it.
Because I mean, that is a strategy to get potatoes to, you know, you don't want to overcook the cauliflower, so the smaller potatoes will cook at the same time as the cauliflower. Okay.
Right.
Got it. All right.
So you have, my cauliflower is about 2 inches long, and the potatoes are like less than an inch long.
Okay.
So I'm balancing it by cutting the pieces that way.
Okay.
So
and again, you have it on medium.
Right.
Medium heat. Okay.
Right. So I have the rice is now on low medium.
Okay.
And the cauliflower is on high medium, because I just wanted to steam a bit for a few minutes, and then we will lower it down.
Okay.
So while we're waiting for these two, rice and cauliflower, to cook, we will make the salad.
Okay. And you said this is like an Indian.
It will not require any heavy salad dressing. We will just chop it very quickly.
Okay. And can you use any type of onion?
You can use any type of onion you like. I love red onion because it looks good.
It tastes good too, but
it tastes good. It has a very light taste.
Okay.
And also it has iron.
It has what?
It's high in iron.
Oh, iron.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's high in iron because of this purple shade that once I had to look into it, and I found that this gives it a high in iron and zinc.
Oh, that's very good. Very good to know, especially for people who are low in iron. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Is it just the red onion?
Just the red onion.
That is high in iron.
Yeah.
Good. And people are low on zinc.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not as strong.
Okay.
The other onion are strong, and the white onion is sweet.
Okay.
And this has a medium taste.
Great.
So we have we want to quickly check on our cauliflower.
Okay.
We want to make sure that it's continue to coat.
It smells good.
Good.
Yeah. So how long?
Are you getting hungry?
Yeah, I am. So how long does it take for the potatoes and the cauliflower normally? Would you say like a full 30 minutes or 20 minutes?
It depends how long the cauliflower has been in the market.
Okay.
So how much water it has. So the longer it remains out in the market, it loses its water.
Okay.
So the less water it has, it's going to take a longer time to cook. But the more water it has, it will release the water and it will steam it. So it all depends.
Oh, so when you're cooking it, it releases water, and that way you can tell like how old it is.
Pretty much. Right.
Okay. So yeah,
vegetables lose water when you have to. It takes at least 3 days for it to get to the market. And once you buy it, it's in your refrigerator.
Right.
So you don't know how long it's been in this grocery store. So depending on how long it's been there and how long it's been in your fridge,
Okay.
it will take its own time.
It depends
to
on it.
cook.
Okay.
Right.
Interesting.
May I have, could you
This
please pass this to me?
There you go.
Right. A lot of people think, oh, cooking is so hard, but if we strategize it right, then we can have a full meal like we are about to cook today.
Okay. And it's all vegetarian, of course.
Yes.
Not all people out there are vegetarian, but this is Ayurvedic, and the Ayurvedic is easier to process through your stomach and your system.
Right.
Okay.
The meat dishes take a longer time to cook and to digest. Remember, meat takes a while for our body to process meat. It takes a while.
So if somebody was a carnivore and they liked, or loved what you're making here, but wanted to add a little meat, what would be the best type of meat to go with this? Like a chicken?
I would say chicken, fish. But there will be a little different process.
Okay.
And that is that's a possibility.
Okay.
But to process seafood and meat, it requires a little bit of more preparation.
Okay.
So.
And other ingredients to add.
And yes.
Okay.
Like if I am back, I will show you how the meat is prepared to be added to the food that we are cooking.
Okay.
So let's check on the cauliflower again. So see how it's releasing the water.
Okay.
So you see this?
Yeah.
So that means the cauliflower has not been in the market for too long.
Okay. Well, that's good. So it's fresh.
Yeah.
Okay. And the rice here is, how do you have to stir that?
No, rice just does it on its own.
Okay.
And it's doing fine.
Okay.
And because it's parboiled rice, it comes out like pasta.
Oh, okay.
But it has that chewy taste.
Okay.
And remember, it has much less sugar.
Okay.
And our body tends to convert everything into sugar before it's consumed by the body. When you have less sugar in the food, your body will process it much faster.
Okay. Now you're peeling a cucumber. Some people don't peel cucumbers. Is it better to peel a cucumber? Better for the digestion?
Yeah. This particular cucumber, I bought it from the market, and I noticed it has wax on top.
Okay.
It is coated with wax. So if I'm buying a cucumber from farmer's market,
it won't have the wax.
It will not have the wax. So then I will not peel it.
Okay.
But because I bought it at a market where it's waxed, I will peel it.
Okay. And that usually means that there's maybe some pesticides or something?
Yeah, of course. They have to preserve the food.
Okay.
We just have to be cognizant of it, that this is where I bought it.
Okay.
And I know it has it has wax.
Okay.
And I will not put that in my body.
Okay. Yeah, no, understandable.
But if you're buying it, if it's from your garden or from
a farmer's market,
and you know the source that it does not have any wax on it, then I will not peel it.
Okay.
But for today, I will peel it.
Okay. So the pesticides don't get below the skin.
Right. And I washed it very carefully. I wanted to make sure all the chemicals are washed away.
Sure.
But I knew that I could not take the wax out.
Okay. And you're slicing it.
Yeah.
A bit different than the normal.
I don't know what is normal. This is normal for me.
Well, for what I'm used to, at least, like regular cutting it across. So, okay, but that makes it nice and small though for the salads.
Yeah,
which is nice. I like smaller pieces, but Now, with the salads, do you add any seasoning or anything, or you
Yes.
just, okay.
We will prepare a
You'll show
seasoning
us
very
that.
quickly.
Okay. So in this dish we have vitamin C with the tomatoes, then the zinc and the iron in the onion, right? And then the cauliflower.
Cauliflower is high in protein.
Protein, okay.
Yeah. It's the one vegetable that not very many people know contains a very good amount of protein that we require.
Okay. Does it have calcium too, or is it just?
It has, all vegetables have those ingredients, but this particular vegetable has protein.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's good. This
So
is
if
a
you're
great
doing-
vegetarian dish then, right?
Right.
Very nutritious.
Very
Okay.
nutritious.
Yeah. And I'm sure very tasty too. Right. Okay.
So we have, this is down. So before we make the salad dressing, let's check on rice.
Now, do you ever use a timer to do any of this, or you just?
No,
You
because
just keep an
we
eye
just,
on it?
yeah, just keep
Okay.
an eye on, and we measure the water properly, and it is done. So what I'm going to do is shut this one down
Okay.
and let it sit in its own steam.
Okay.
And then there's a cauliflower.
Smells yummy.
Good.
Yeah.
And see how the oil has equally coated the whole potatoes and the cauliflower.
Okay.
So this still requires a little bit of more steam. And while we wait for that to cook, we're going to make this dressing very light. So we will just take some salt and I'm just going to use like just few black peppers.
Okay.
And just
Like a 4th teaspoon, or even less than that.
less than that.
Okay.
And then just
Grind it,
crush it.
or use your pepper grinder thingy.
Yeah, that cuts through the steel. And for the Ayurvedic cooking, most of the ingredients that we are using usually is grinded. When you grind the black pepper, it has its enzymes and its nutrition. They come out.
So a grinder, you know what I'm talking about, the things you buy in the market where you just twist it.
Right.
That doesn't give the same nutrition
It cuts
values?
it has the whole value, but when you grind it, it has much more flavor, and all of the oils and the ingredients are coated equally.
Okay.
So what we will do is we have the salt, and we have the pepper, and then we will take the lemon. Okay, and we will just add this, all 3 ingredients. Take out the seeds. And then squeeze.
And so just 1 lemon does the trick?
Right.
Okay.
And you mix this up.
More vitamin C.
More vitamin C.
More vitamin C. The
So
zinc and the vitamin C will keep you from getting a cold or help you fight a cold.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have this ready, and we have cauliflowers getting ready.
Okay.
And now we need to make it look really good, a little bit better. So we will use the cilantro or coriander leaves. So what I do is I just take out the stems.
And if somebody doesn't like cilantro, they don't have to use it, because I know some people that hate cilantro.
Right, you
Like
can
either love it or you hate it.
Right, you can skip it, or you can add parsley. You can substitute it for parsley.
Okay.
Because it does give a little flavor, and it looks like the potatoes are done.
Okay.
And the cauliflowers is perfect.
Great.
And this is when you add the little ground red pepper, just to give a little taste. It's about 1/4 tablespoon. And we add the cayenne pepper in the end, because if we add it in the beginning, it will burn.
Okay.
So we add it in the end.
Okay.
After we know the cauliflower and the potatoes are done. And then I'm going to garnish this with the cilantro. And then just cover it and turn it off.
And
let it sit for, let's say, 3 minutes. And while that is sitting, we can fix our plate. So you can just put the salad. Side.
And it's okay to, oh, the rice looks like it's ready.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, now.
I will put the rice on this side,
Okay,
and so
great.
just to make it look good.
Yeah. Now unfortunately we've run out of time here, so, but it looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, for anybody who's just tuning in now, make sure you catch us on the web at www.potluck-online.org. You can reach Vaishali on Facebook or by email if you have any questions about Ayurvedic foods. She's happy to answer you. And here is her lovely Ayurvedic dish, which is full of lots of vitamin C and zinc and iron and protein, and will process through your stomach with no issues, and it's great for diabetics and other health conscious people. So thank you again for joining us, and thank you so much for coming on the show. It was really awesome to have you for our first cooking show.
Thank you for having me.
Come back. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.